Good morning. I'm Jorge Cardenas. I am your host for this video series, Healing Addiction is Fast and Easy. Today I'm going to talk to you about stinking thinking. And the subject is broader than most people realize. And the purpose of my lesson today is for you to begin to think exactly about every single thought that you have and you tend to repeat. If you have any questions about anything I say, I encourage you to go to the first 6 videos which teach the basics of what I trying you to learn. The rest are just applications of it. But I teach the creative force, and the creative force has 4 steps: thought, word, action, and outcome. And any thought that I repeat is going to become the outcome. So for example, if I say I'm going to make a chair and I repeat it constantly, eventually I will be making a piece of furniture that would allow me to sit down, and that is identical to the image that I had in my head as to what I was going to make, the chair. And so whatever thought you have becomes reality. And we don't realize on our daily basis because we repeat multiple thoughts. And so we tend to just quickly browse through them and discard the ones that are obvious, but there are some that are very destructive that we haven't had a chance to talk about. Initially, I was going to label this video what's wrong with AA, but I realized that thought is negative because AA does a lot of good to a lot of people. It's not a perfect program since it is run by individual humans, which is the problem of most human institutions. But I do wish they would pay attention to some of the statements that they use. And the first one that I'd like to talk about it is when you repeat, hello, I'm Jorge and I'm an alcoholic, the outcome is that you will continue to be an alcoholic. And so I wish that they will change the subject or the thought, the saludate, the greeting to hello, I'm Jorge, I'm a recovering alcoholic. Recovering alcoholic means that I have been moving from alcohol into recovery, and at least I'm in the process to healing. A second thought that tends to bother me is that it's a disease. Alcoholism is a disease. And so it allows us to begin to think that we have no control over it and that somehow is outside our ability to deal with, because we are not physicians or we have not been trained to deal with it. And I don't like that thought, so I don't like it to be repeated because it simply implies that you don't have the solution, and that's not true. So alcoholism, like any other addiction, is a result of our thinking. And so if you say, I'm an addict, the outcome is that you're going to be an addict. And so I explained in the previous videos that it's not that we deny the problem, because the first step is recognition of the problem. And recognizing the problem, then we just simply flip the thought upside down. So for example, if I say I'm an alcoholic, I recognize that I'm an alcoholic. All I have to do is flip it and say I was an alcoholic. I just simply cease to repeat that thought. It's not that at the beginning it's true, is that is going to become my reality once I begin to repeat that thought. I want to move on quickly because there are so many of them, and I just simply want to give you a few examples so you understand where this, how insidious this problem is. Now, if most of us are familiar with the Serenity Prayer, when it begins, Lord, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Now, if you begin with that thought, there are certain things I cannot change. And that's the thought, there are certain things that I cannot change, and I repeat it, the outcome is that you will not have to change. because those things you cannot change. And I chose to believe a verse in the Bible, which is a different thought, that says, with God I can do all things. And if I repeat that one, with God I can do all things, then the outcome is that there is nothing in the world I cannot change, because I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And so it's very important that you choose your thoughts very carefully. Now, it's not that AA is the fountain of negative thinking. You know, AA has helped a great deal of people. And so not every other group is wrong, you know, because we have other groups like NA and Celebrate Recovery and any group, any church group that causes you to change your thinking into more positive thinking in line with what God teaches, then it will be the correct group. But I remember when I was dealing with my son's addiction, I used to say some horrible thoughts that I didn't realize they were horrible, and that's why I'm motivated to tell you so you don't make the same mistake. I used to say, there is nothing I can do. Now, it's similar to there are certain things I cannot change, and therefore the outcome is going to be that there is nothing I can do. Now, I used to say, I'm scared what is going to happen to him, and the outcome will be that I will be scared, that, you know, will be fear. And so it's very important you keep in mind that your thoughts create your reality, and you must be careful what thoughts you repeat. Now, there are multiple thoughts, and therefore you have to be on guard, or you can simply just repeat one that is very powerful, like, for example, with God I can do all things, and therefore it removes any other possibility of a problem. If you have any other questions, please contact us through Facebook, because we're now responding to the comments that I've made on YouTube. And we'll be happy to answer more questions to you. And just before I leave, I want to add the one that bothered me the most for the longest time. This thought was, I am doing my best. I am doing my best. And if you repeat, I am doing my best, the thought, I am doing my best, I'm doing my best, I'm doing my best, the outcome is that you're going to be doing your best, but really it implies that you have nothing to change, because you're already doing your best. And if you keep on doing the same things that you have been doing, and you have a problem, the problem is going to persist. Pay attention to what I'm saying. If I say I'm doing my best and I repeat it, then nothing will change. It's not that you become your best, it's just that you never change, because you are already doing everything you do, you know. And so, how can we create a thought that would move us from there? And this has to do more with your perception of change. And so, I switch the I am doing my best to I am doing better and better every day. When I repeat a thought like I'm doing better and better, it's like a staircase thought that causes us to always seek improvement. So, for example, if I begin with an illness, whatever the illness is, could it be a broken foot, a hurt knee, a liver problem, a heart problem. If I repeat, I am sick, I'm sick, I'm sick, I'm sick, then the end result is that I'm going to be sicker. But if I flip the thought 180 degrees and completely the opposite, and I repeat, I am healthier and healthier every day, I am stronger and stronger every day, I do better and better every day, I am kinder and kinder every day, I am wiser and wiser every day. All of those things are possible because the power of God is within us. Have a good day.